What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Roxor, and we got another Lorcana video for you today. We got a first one in a little while. You know, you had set 4, set champs, and all that stuff going on. We're done with set 4 finally. What a time that was. And we got set 5, Shimmering Skies, out now. I didn't do like my usual card review, but we got a box here. Still loving opening these boxes, and we're gonna open that up. I'll do some talking about some cards as we go through this. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and open her up. I know a lot of people like to just get to the pack openings. We will. While I'm doing this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Does help me out. Oh, I also want to show off. We opened another box, and we got a sweet one there. Sweet pull. Don't know if the card itself is going to be super playable, but it made the box, so that is all we care about. I don't remember what else was in the box. Not too much. Some of the legendary pulls were not great. And it was the chase legendaries pretty much being Naveen and Prince Naveen and the Simba. They did also change some things about the box. They removed the perforation on the bottom, and then now this is just, you kind of just open it up. It's nice. And then it kind of more cleanly sits back in here, which is nice. Love that. It goes really well now. They also changed with the legendaries the little bit of the effect on the card. It kind of is a laminated. I call it. It looks to me kind of like stickery, but a lot of people do like it. We'll see. You know how I end up liking it, but. Yeah, no, the set is exciting. There's some interesting cards that we'll see how they affect the meta. All right, so sorry if you got Break Free. Pretty lackluster card there. Can I get the Brother Bear franchise in here now, which is cool. Hypnotic Strength, Clarabelle, Mickey Mouse is a very powerful 1-drop. Also say we have the kicker mechanic, basically, from if you're familiar with Magic. We got Donald Duck. We got, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Mutton Fudge, that's what I'll call it. Finders Keepers. Oh, there we go. Pete Referee. A lot of people are really excited about this card. Very powerful. Potentially if used correctly. We got our first right in Plate Armor. I do not care. And we got Sugar Rush Speedway. I had a question about this card today, actually. That I saw. Basically wondering if you can use the ability on a dry character. From Ravensburger, we've confirmed that you cannot, since it says it has the exert symbol instead of just saying exert. That is the importance there. So, but still an interesting location. And ooh, we got a foil rare right off the bat. A foil revive. Love that. Potentially useful card. People experimenting with reanimating some good characters there. All right, not a bad first pack. And I'll kind of skip the comments once we breeze through those. Lots of Pete's in this set because there is the repeat card. I don't remember what it's called, but we got Fix It Felix. Interesting Maleficent card. There's a lot of Maleficents too, so there's a couple of these characters that benefit you for playing lots of the same the characters with the same name, which is interesting. Got he's thrown off my groove. He's thrown off my groove. Visions of the Future. Ruby Chronicon, a very powerful card. Just doing the Ruby thing, giving lots of strength. Hearts. 7 Dwarves Mine. And then Denahi? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Denahi. And then a Rega Ralph. Admiral Underpants. Okay, interesting. And then Kronk. Boy, Kronk is back. He's looking for stuff. They do a lot of interesting things in the set with the with some of the arts and the connecting arts. There's like the waiting in line one. I don't know if the racers have any connecting art. Got the Flugger Butter. I can't with these racer names. Another Kanai, Hypnotic Strength, Laura. We got the fairies here. Simba. This card's pretty good in draft. Yeah, so there we go. I have one of the connecting arts. So I'm kind of waiting in the queue. Prince John, Turbo, Monstro, A lot of people thought this card was going to be crazy. Remains to be seen. And we got Prince John's Mirror. For anyone that is not missing Bucky, be aware. We got another discard effect here that's quite annoying. And then we got Magic Dispel for if you hate discard. Go ahead and play Magic Dispel, and then there you go. No discarding. And we got a foil Rapunzel's Tower. All right. So yeah, there's been a couple of these cards that are good into Bucky or Diablo in these various cards, and it's just kind of ironic how they eroded Bucky and they started printing some of these cards, and everyone's just like, cool, that would have been great last set. Got Donald Duck here. I think this card's pretty good. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this card, but I think it's pretty good. Got a White Rabbit. Got a Happy, pretty interesting 1-drop against Evasive. Donald Duck. Nala. Hideaway. So a very, very powerful card, getting to put any item or location into the player's inkwell face down and exerted. So it can be used to ramp, but can also be used to kind of interact with locations, which Sapphire has typically had trouble with in the past. We got Arthur, then we got Doc here. Oh, I'm sorry, spoil this a little bit. Got Doc Bold Knight, very powerful card. When you play it, you can discard your hand to draw 2 cards. And again, from Ravensburger, we have confirmed that you can play this with no hand and still draw 2 cards. A hand of nothing is still technically a hand. And then we have a Mirabella Madrigal. So we got our first legendary here, and I'll see if I can show if you can. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of, that kind of lamination. It kind of pops out of the art. So it's interesting. And then we got a foil Finders Keepers. Oh, that's nice. Cool. All right, so I'll set the legendary over on the side there. Don't think Mirabella is going to be particularly powerful, unfortunately. I don't think they missed the mark on quite a few of these Madrigal cards, which is a shame because I know a lot of people, they really like the movie. I know same thing with, Merlin cards. All right, you got Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, funny. Gale, very interesting card. Bonsai, Happy. Rapunzel's Tower. This Clarabelle is very, very interesting. It's kind of like Maleficent, but an emerald with some setup, but it should be interesting. A duck. I got a normal revive. Oh, nice. Back-to-back legendaries. Sweet. Genie, main attraction. Very powerful card. A lot of people wondering why this card does not have shift. It isn't a Floodborn. This would be very powerful if you could get this out early. So it and if you could just kind of surprise them. So they are kind of paying attention to some of the cards that can be problematic. So I don't think this card's particularly good, but it could potentially become problematic if it can be gotten out early. This one, I don't know if you can see it as well, but it does look nice. I do like the art on this. Then we got Chica. All right, that's pretty good so far. We're not even, that was like 6 packs. Those are, yeah, sweet. Simba. I love this art. It's a beautiful, cute, love it. Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom. A potentially a very powerful card for aggro decks. Just again that gain 2 lore. And a lot of people are crapping on it because it doesn't draw cards. It doesn't, it's not inkable, but I think that card's gonna be pretty annoying. Hey. The good old bird. Metal Heroes, Nala, another Hideaway, Sleepy. And then we got a Scar Vengeful Lion, kind of like Shere Khan, but for Emerald, using the damaged mechanic. And then we got a Madam Mim Elephant. Nice. A very good card. Kind of continuing with that Madam Mim Merlin archetype. Providing a little bit of interaction with that sneaky move. Nice. And we got a foil Robin Hood. Cool. And we do have like 1 or 2, I think, new Merlin cards in the set as well, which is interesting. So yeah, just kind of adding on to some existing archetypes while adding some potentially new ones. People trying out Ruby Emerald now, the notorious Blurple, kind of getting some new tools. It's got another Mutton Fudge, Took, the Noke. Someone tell me how to pronounce that. Oof, I love this card. The flavor of this. Mime, can't sing songs. Love that. No notes on that card. Just great. King Candy, you're welcome. What can I say? Very powerful card. Definitely already seeing play. Like already figuring out ways to use this card. So love that. Minnie Mouse. And then what some people are calling the most powerful card in the set, Amethyst Chromicon. Just giving each player a card for just 2 mana every turn. Can be pretty good if you use it correctly. Just pretty powerful. And then there we go. There's our Kronk, head of security. So he's guarding the party or whatever's going on. Oh, I think I saw. Oh no, I thought I saw. Oh, if legendary. I thought I saw an enchanted. We haven't a legendary, but Kronk could be good in a certain deck if it does the thing. But all right, let's see what our legendary is. Jafar, tyrannical hypnotist. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This card sucks. A lot of people trying to find usages for it. The intimidating gaze ability is powerful, but it's a 07. The Challenger 7 is interesting, but yeah, I don't know why this card is a legendary. It seems more like a super rare, but you can kind of see, by the way, the lamination effect there more clearly. You see on there. So that, I do like that. That is kind of interesting. It actually looks pretty good on this card. It kind of pops out a little bit. But yeah. And then we got Earth Giant. One of these overstated characters with a little bit of a downside. So, all right. Evil comes prepared. I don't know what it does. It sucks. Figs of Felix. This is interesting that it draws the cards if you have locations. So there are the one drop, the one cost locations that could be kind of okay with that. Knock, Nighthowl Rage, excuse me. Chica, Arthur. I think this card's great. I've already seen some Ruby Sapphire decks experimenting with this, and I think I looked at this card. I thought this card was great. Just one cost, 2/3. It just dominates the board in the early game. Speaking of dominating the game, we got the library, a gift for Belle, kind of like the Queen's Castle, in that it's a location that provides some card advantage potentially, and I think again already being included in some decks, either alongside the castle or instead of the castle. So very interesting. Stitch. We got a Rafiki, Shaman Duelist. Not a particularly impressive card. We've seen this effect a lot of times where it comes in, it's got rush, it challenges, but these cards never really seem to make it work. Then we got Maleficent, Formidable Queen. The first Floodborn people had been asking for a Floodborn Maleficent for quite a while. It's another one of these characters that pays you off for playing a lot of characters named Maleficent. You get a bunch of bounce effects. So yeah, it's interesting. And then we got a foil food fight. Cool. I think we're about a third of the way. Something like that. Go for another legendary. Enchanted, maybe. We'll see. Gale. Hypnotic Deduction. So this is basically Brainstorm from Magic, if you're familiar. No, not really better than Strike It Rich just yet. I guess there are some Jafar decks that are trying to make usage of this card. There could be ways of manipulating the top of your deck, which could be kind of interesting. Scar, another of these very specific cards. Archimedes, I love this card. It looks great. Art's cool, and it's cool that we have a Floodborn for it. We have the one drop Archimedes all the way back from, I think, set 1. So either set 1 or set 2, and I would have thought that that card would not be as important, but now it's going to be probably seeing some play because it's very interesting. We got Pete, and we got Gaston, Pure Paragon. So there's This is one of the five, or sorry, excuse me, six. There's one in each color, and it's a big, uninkable character, but it has a cost reduction effect. So this costs 2 less for each damage character you have in play, and it's got rush. It's quite a big stat line there. And then we got Grumpy Skeletal Knight. All right. And then foil oof, yeah, worth the box. Best card. No notes. I do like those, like, again, kind of funny cards like Oof that have the flavor there. Like there was the other one from, I think it was set 1 or set 2 of the Ariel that can't sing because she's the human and she's lost her voice or whatever. Yeah. Potion of Might. Lilo. Got the Earth Giant. Our boy. Duck for cover. Get it? Because there's ducks. We have a Sapphire Queen, which is interesting, and again, it's because they need a lot of them for again, that the queen cards that care about playing lots of queens. Got Ed, a Floodborn, a Fix-It Felix Jr., which, okay. Merlin's Carpetbag. I think this card's a little too wonky to really do much. I got a Basil's Magnifying Glass. And then Remember Who You Are. Some card draw in Emerald, which is nice. Again, giving Emerald other things to do than make you hate playing the game by continuously discarding your hand. So that's nice. And then a foil Night Hell Rage. Excuse me. I keep saying raise. I don't know why. Emerald's got to find something to do. I know they're trying to play with the damage mechanic. Something else besides continuous discard, I feel like would be something, an option. You can still have the discard stuff, but maybe something else for it to do. I know it has some bounce effects, some good disruption, so something like that. Another Potion of Might. We got Gazelle, pop star from Zootopia. I love that. Good one. Another Merryweather, just a little kicker ability. Minnie Mouse, Sven. So actually, this is interesting. So we were giving Amber the kind of ready, the unexerting effect, but not only can they not quest, they also can't challenge, which is pretty interesting. But they can still sing songs, notably. So again, maybe that's what they're trying to have you do. So you got your Welcome, Sapphire Chromicon. Got Queen's Sensor Core. This is one of the cards that could be making a new archetype in itself. A lot of queens, or also just adding to the Steel Song archetype. We Know the Way, another interesting card. Got either pays you off for playing a lot of the same cards, or I don't know what else it would do. That's what I'm thinking of using with it. And then, When Will My Life Begin? I don't know, Rapunzel. I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, I know a lot of people looked at this set and went, "Holy moly!" They just buffed Steel Song. There's some other archetypes. There's some other interesting cards. You got the Mufasa card. That's a very powerful card potentially for Sapphire. There's something for everybody here. Got the Rainbow Decanter. Anna is again one of those cards that could have been good against Baki, but is now banned. Excuse me, eroded. Zazu, Goldbird, Shield of Arendelle. Look at this dude. Got Merlin back from Bermuda. First of all, love the art, love the flavor. And then this is your character's name, Arthur, gain resist +1. So again, there's a couple of Arthur cards in the set. So that bird from before, there's the Floodborn. So there's a couple of ways, and maybe that kind of makes a little bit of an archetype there with Merlin and Arthur, which is cool. Amber Chromicon. Got Merlin's Cottage here, which kind of be good with the cards that care about naming the top of your deck, since you just always know it, which is interesting. Shenzi. And then we got Belle of the Ball. Ward. To play this character, your other characters gain ward until the start of your next turn. It's a little bit cheaper than Aurora, but is a temporary effect. It seems pretty lackluster. Then we got Olaf here. Big evasive guy. Then we got All Fund Out. Put one of your characters into your inkwell, face down exerted. Kind of interesting, but probably not very playable. But the art The art there in foil actually is kind of interesting. Very shiny. Poor Cusco. Poor Cusco. All right. Vanellope von Schweetz. It's Cogsworth. Very good. Very good one drop for Amethyst. Dopey. Glimmer versus Glimmer. I'm very confused as to why we got this card after Dragon's Fire, but you know, it is what it is. Magical Aid. Got Steel Chronicon, a bit too expensive. We got Tug of War here, another anti-Bucky card that is a little bit too late, but that's okay. We got Scroop. Odious Mutineer. So again, one of these cards with the kind of kicker mechanic where you can play it for 3, or you can play it and use the additional effect of do say hello to Mr. Arrow and banish a damaged character. Pretty interesting. It's flexible. It's decently statted. It could be good. And I got invited to the ball. All right. I know some people talk about using that in a very character-centric deck. I don't know about that. All right, think about halfway. Simba, Healing Touch, White Rabbit, Kronk again, our boy. What is this? Someone tell me. Is this Brother Bear? It looks like Brother Bear. Someone tell me where Tanana, Wise Woman, is from. Someone tell me that. Radigan's Party. Got another Maleficent here. So again, you see there's tons of these Maleficents, tons of these Queens. They're all tons of these Arthurs and everything. They're all over the place. When it quests, you can discard a card and basically get a slightly better befuddle, and you can kind of basically cast. It turns one of your cards into a befuddle, which is kind of interesting. Simba here, good against locations and items, very nice. And then here's the Pete card. So this is Pete Wrestling Champ, aka Repeat, where you, it has the ability Repeat, where you exert to reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character named Pete, you can play it for free. So again, just trying to have you play only Pete's, and maybe that will do the thing. I am skeptical. Oh, sweet. You got a Daisy Duck here, Donald's Date. 1 cost uninkable, 1/4/2. Big prize when it quests. Each opponent reveals the top card of their deck. If it's a character, they can reveal it, put it into their hand. If it's a character, they just put it into their hand. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of their deck. So this is kind of analogous to Goblin Guide from, again, Magic. If you're familiar, gotta basically single-handedly revive the aggressive archetypes. One of the kind of most typed cards in the set, and I think it lives up to it. It's very, very, very powerful. Could be really good. Ooh, and a foil Maleficent. I like these nice commons that could see play. Again, I get if there's a Maleficent deck where you're playing all those Maleficents and then getting a big advantage by playing that Floodborn, could be cool. Mickey, Decanter, Retrosphere, Clarabelle, Dopey. Let's go through these. Nothing new here. We got Elsa's Ice Palace. I don't think I've seen this one. When you play this location, choose an exerted character. While this location isn't played, that character can't ready at the start of their turn. Oh, wow. So this is kind of like a lockdown effect. You know, I've seen a little bit of this in Magic where you kind of attach it to only one character and then you just kind of lock it down. That could be pretty cool. I really like this card. Is it great? I don't think so. It's uninkable too. I don't think it's particularly good, but I like that design. I like that a lot. Cool. We got Shenzi, Head Hyena, kind of messing around with the hyena archetype potentially. Speaking of hyenas, we got Shenzi. Cool. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't remember seeing this Ice Palace. I like that a lot. All right. Looks like we have 12 packs. Yeah, we're halfway through the box. What? Not crazy. 9. I can do math. I promise. Expert math here. Got Root, Archimedes. So not Not the best shift target for the other one, but still just a good card by itself. Flora, Sneezy, Ta-na-na-na-na-na, Chronicon, Tipo could be good for the Sapphire decks, kind of being like a Fishbone Quill or a one jump. Obviously not as good as one jump, but since it's card disadvantage, but kind of acts like a Fishbone Quill, so could see some play. I got the Vanellope von Schweetz. Someone's asking me today about if the Vanellope or the Penelope cards were good, and I think this one is probably the better of them since it gets evasive and can take out something, survive hopefully, and then quest. So cool. And they got Scrooge McDuck. Maybe this will be useful in a Sapphire deck that's not a control deck. We got Mickey Mouse. Yeah, notice that besides the hero deck, that isn't quite relevant right now. There's not really a Sapphire deck that's not kind of a dedicated control deck. So, I mean, I guess I don't know what you would describe Blurple as, if that's a tempo or control deck or mid-range deck. I don't know, but I don't think it's a dedicated control deck. You got Maleficent, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Thank goodness Bucky's gone, because otherwise that card would be great too. Try Everything, Bashful, Sword Released. Kind of another Flynn Rider frenemy effect. I don't think this one is as good, as it's not a character, it's not inkable. There's just so many knocks on this card, but it's kind of interesting in multiplayer because it drains based off of the lore that you took, so that's kind of cool. Then we got Dakota. Actually an interesting card for aggro decks if you're really concerned about, someone stopping you from getting to 20. It says during your opponent's turn you can't lose lore, so they can't really do anything. Ooh! And a foil Maximus Team Champions. This is one of the cards I'm actually very excited about, and seeing if it can make it work. A lot of people theory crafting this card, so kind of playing with more of the speaking of Flynn Rider, playing with that kind of mechanic of having a large character, getting some lore. If you have an even bigger character, you get 5 lore. 5 lore if you have a 10 power character in play. That's pretty cool. How often are you doing that? How much work do you have to do to get that done? Who knows? I guess the Gaston that we saw earlier, that's just a 10 power character by itself. Could potentially play that ahead of schedule. Drag Free, Cogsworth, Ed actually very powerful if you can get that to work. Hey, 2. Nice one there. Mother Gothel. I don't know if this card's good enough. It's pretty expensive if you use it for its bounce effect, but could be cool. There's also a Floodborn Mother Gothel. Got Merlin's Cottage. You got Yzma. Kind of turns all your characters into a Tinkerbell. Ooh, sweet. We got Donald Duck Pie Slinger. So much about this card is really funny and wacky. Obviously, the art's very interesting, very animated, food flying all over the place. But yeah, if you shift it, your opponent loses 2 lore, so that's already pretty interesting. And then it gets +6 power if your opponent has 10 or more lore. So theoretically, you play this, and you're trying to contest the board. And the downside of this card is it quests for 1, which is really, really sad for a Floodborn like this. But yeah, theoretically, you come down and you have them lose 2 lore, and then if they ever get back up there, it can just start killing off everything. So interesting, very interesting. Duck for Cover. Foil Duck for Cover. I will say the legendaries for this box have not been the ones that you typically want to hit. Again, people looking for the Mufasas, the Naveen's. What else? Actually, don't know which other ones are really the chase cards, so to speak. Obviously, the Daisy Duck. The Daisy Duck is the one super rare that is commanding a pretty decent price point right now. Retrosphere. Ed. I like just saying Ed. Scar, Archimedes, Moana. interesting card as it's, you know, a little bit overstated. It's uninkable, but could see some play. It's a hero. It's a princess. Got the types. Here, there's the queen, fairest of all. It's Floodborn, Shift, Ward, and then for each other character named the queen you have in play, she gets +1 lore. So again, paying you off for playing lots of queens. And then, ooh, foil Amethyst Chromicon. That's actually pretty cool. Excited for that card. I hope that card's good, because that'll actually be pretty cool. Just playing an aggro deck, play Amethyst Chromicon, go nuts. Just draw. Alright. Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom. What else we got? Bruni. Very, very cool card. Definitely going to see some play. Royal Tantrum. Funny name, funny art, interesting effect. Kind of doing the hero thing. Banish any number of items and draw that many cards. I got Cusco, Selfish Emperor. Very powerful card for Sapphire decks. Again, previously, Sapphire did not have a good number of ways of interacting with items or locations. This card does both of it while being a decent card to just play. Has an interesting ability as well. I think this is the first ability that uses an ink cost, but also is not once per turn. Does not require it to exert or anything like that. So could potentially, you know, pay a whole bunch of ink and give your guys a bunch of resist. So very cool card. Interested to see what that card does. And then Evil Comes Prepared. All right, so let's see. So we have 4 legendaries. We have 4 packs left. Let's see what we get in these last couple of packs. Radigan, Fix-It Felix Jr. There you go. There's the Merlin Turtle. It kind of does some top deck manipulation when it comes in or is bounced. Basil, an interesting 1-drop with support. I think that's our first. No, we have Hey. So there's some cards, but it's definitely more playable than the others. All right, there we go. There's Robin Hood, Timely Contestant. Gets costs 1 less for each damage on an opposing character. I think I misread this card initially, where I thought it said for each damage character. No, it's for each damage counter on a character that your opponent has. That's pretty interesting. So could potentially play this for pretty cheap. And we got Big Louisa Madrigal. Again, I think they've just been missing on these Madrigal cards. They've got Rut. Obscure Sphere. Magical Aids, the Chronicon. Don't Let the Frost Bite. Song that 7 cost songs are pretty expensive, but it raises all your characters. They can't quest. So again, doing that classic Ruby mechanic, but again, remember they can still sing. So I was trying to theorycraft a way to kind of abuse this card. Ready all my characters, sing more songs, but I don't know if that's happening just yet. Ooh, we got Elsa, the Fifth Spirit. So this is another one of those cards that was a good way to answer Diablo, but a bit too late. I don't think this card's going to be that good. I've seen some decks including it, but we'll see how much play this card really sees. All right, Fauna, the Good Fairy. All right. 2 more. Boom. Archimedes. Our boy. All funned out. Yep, all funned out. We're at the end of the packs here. Ooh, all right. So we're starting with the super rare. That's exciting. That bodes well. Pete, Steamboat Rival. If you have another character named Pete in play, you get to banish another character. So it could be potentially powerful if there's enough Pete's that see play. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe. And what do we got? Another super rare. We got Blast from the Past. 6 cost uninkable song. Name a card. Return all characters with that name from your discard to your hands. So again, paying you off for playing a lot of characters with the same name, either in the Queen deck, Robin Hood, Maleficent, who knows? Any of the things. So very, very interesting. Ooh, we got a foil rare in Magic and Dispel. Cool. All right, last pack. Come on, Enchanted. Let's go. Let's do it. Merlin. Got the turtle. Zazu. Alan Adale. This is one of the cards that potentially good for a song deck. A deck that's playing a lot of song. Depot. Shenzi. And Chica. Very good card for the Sapphire decks. Pays you off for ramping. You curve this into like Fishbone Quill, and it's going to be great. Then got a location. It is the other Pride Lands. So this is interesting that we have 2 versions of the same Pride Lands. Maybe we'll get location synergies of the same name. Who knows? But this one a little bit weird, where if you have 3 characters, you can banish the location to play a card from your discard for free. I think it's a little bit much because you gotta keep it around, and then you gotta pay a bunch of ink. And yeah, not particularly excited by this card, but it's fine. And you know, foil Kenai Big Brother to finish it off. Very exciting. All right. So let's tally up our cards here and see where we ended up. All right, so back here for our tally here, we got the big hitters up here, and we got some of the decent cards down here. I'll tell you right now, very disappointing box. But we got some nice ones, and the biggest hit in the box was the super rare Daisy Duck, which is hilarious, but it does warrant that. It is very, very powerful. They got a 4 legendary box, which is I think on par. And then we got, but they aren't the best ones, right? I think the best ones were what? The best ones were your Mufasas, your Clarabelles, Robin Hood, Merlin, and the Prince Naveen. Right, that one is I think the best one right now. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so these I think was like 3 or 4. Genie's 3 or 4. Jafar's like 5 or 6. Donald was like 4. Yeah, this at a whopping 16 was the best pull in the box, which gives you a sense of how good, or I guess you could say bad, the box was. I got some nice foils here. Like they gave us some stuff. Revive at like 2, Maximus at like 4, Chronicon at like a whopping, I think, 4. Magic Dispel, and some of these were like a couple bucks, and yeah, all added up to about $52. If you are just counting, of course, the cards that cost more than $1. Again, we have a bunch of rares and super rares and everything in here, but nothing particularly of note. So there you go. That is the box. And again, I do this to show people to not buy boxes, to buy packs. Of course, again, I do it for the collection part of it, to kind of get some cards ahead of schedule, and also I have my Lorcana cube and some other stuff. So I have other usages for the card, but yeah, if you're just trying to build your decks and whatever, I would definitely recommend not buying booster boxes or packs, and just buy the cards themselves from TCG Player, Card Markets, you know, whatever you can do. Your local game stores might have them. Anything besides opening packs, because it'll be more economical. As you can see, I spent about $120 on this box. Got about $50 of valuable cards, and everything else was commons and uncommons, which are nice, but not really the reasons why you open a box. But all right, that's gonna do it for me in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.